Just do a quick sound check. Hello. Hello. Sounds pretty good. And we're 2 minutes early. Always nice to start ahead of schedule. Hello and welcome aboard. Giving a few minutes for a few more people to come along. But welcome back. It's Farm Sim Friday, of course. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, food, thanks. How are you today? Thanks for following Notion. Okay, it's 3 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and start. Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's time for some more Farming Simulator. Apologies for not streaming yesterday. Something came up. I was, planning to play Untitled Goose Game, but it never happened. I'm starting to feel like that game is cursed because every time I've tried to play it in the last month, something's come up at the last minute and I've had to cancel it. But I wasn't going to miss Farm Sim Friday. We're back now, and we are going to do some Farming Sim as usual. Pronoun she, her. Thanks for asking, God. God on top. Yeah, so the plan is we're going to do some Farming Sim. There's not going to be a Farming Sim next week because I'm starting to move it to a fortnightly series, like every 2 weeks instead of every week. More on that in a bit. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But we are going to jump into the game in a minute. We are actually starting a new game, which, if you've been watching my previous Farm Sim Fridays, I do apologise. I'm sorry. We are going to be starting again from scratch. There is a reason for that, which I'll get into in a minute. How come your voice is deep? Not trying to be rude. That's just my natural speaking voice. Obviously, I went through male puberty, so I have a deep voice because of testosterone. That's how it is. Do you work right now? I'm temporarily out of work. My most recent job was as a graphic designer in a print shop, designing graphics for business cards, posters, stuff like that for local businesses. That was good fun. That's what I did most recently. At the minute, I'm just looking for something else, looking for something a bit more related to my particular field of interest, which is game design. But thanks for the question. Okay, another minute or two, and then we'll jump into the game, and I'll explain why we're starting from scratch, why we're in a new game. All will be revealed. What does AMA stand for? Ask me anything, JW, and I will do my best to answer. Are you okay? I'm good, Carmaster. How are you today? Retroing, I studied game design in college. Yeah, I actually have a degree in computer science. So, unfortunately, I haven't yet managed to get into that particular industry. But, you know, graphic design is sort of tangentially related to game design, so, you know, I would say I've got sort of related experience, but nothing in the specific fields that I'm interested in. But, you know, I'm only 25. There's plenty of time. Am I far into my transition? I've been out for about 3 years. Abs. I haven't actually medically transitioned in any way just yet. I want to be in a better sort of financial situation to do that, because I intend to do it privately. So at the moment, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to start my medical transition. But I've sort of socially transitioned. I'm out to all my family and friends and people who know me, and have been for about 3 years. And I'm currently in the process of doing my legal transition. In fact, this weekend I'm going to be sending off my passport application. I recently changed my name and gender by deed poll, so I'll be updating my passport to reflect that in the next month or so. So yeah, like I say, social transition and I guess legal transition you could call that, but nothing medical just yet. But thanks for asking. Okay, it seems like we've got enough people here. We'll get into the actual stream in just a second. Yeah, so I'll switch over to the game view now. Here we are. And I've actually loaded up the game this time as well. Not only launched the game, but I've loaded into our world, so there's going to be no waiting around. We can jump straight into it right now. Just make sure everything's positioned in the appropriate places. Okay, so do I play on Xbox or PlayStation? I'm actually playing on PC, Carmaster. This is my... you might be able to see it in the corner of the frame there. That's my PC there. I used to be a PlayStation player. I grew up with PlayStation. But obviously when I started uni, when I studied graphic design and game development, I got into PC because you kind of need a PC to do computer programming. So that's how I made the switch from PlayStation to computers, and I've been on PC ever since. If it's PC, why are the controls Xbox? The controls are actually for the steering wheel. You can see there in the top corner it says to open the menu, press left trigger and 25. Those are buttons on the steering wheel here. Any advice for someone going into first year computer science degree? I don't know really, because it entirely depends where you're studying and what the course specifically is, because everyone will have different. Every like college or uni will have a slightly different curriculum. In my first year, we didn't actually do much programming. The first year was mostly theory and like the history of computers and that sort of stuff. We didn't really get into game development until my second year. And like none of the first year modules, obviously they get you the knowledge that you need, but they don't actually contribute, or in my case they didn't actually contribute to the final grade. So you can be a little bit more chilled about it. You don't have to, like, there's not so much pressure in the first year. You're just learning the ropes, as it were. What wheel is that? This is the Logitech wheel. It comes with the Logitech heavy equipment bundle. That's why I got the side panel and the pedals as well. Okay, so on with the game. The map that I'm playing today is called Osada. That's O-S-A-D-A. It's another Polish map, and this is the map that we're going to be playing on going forward. The reason that I've started a new game is because I'm using a mod today called Through the Years. In fact, if we just unpause the game now, I'll show you what it does. So you'll see at the top of the screen there, next to the weather and the month, it actually has the year as well, and it says 1965. So there's two mods available on the mod hub. One's called Vehicle Years, which adds the real in-game year of production to every vehicle in the shop. And then there's another mod called Through the Years, which allows you to lock certain vehicles, so you can only buy vehicles from the current year. So if I go into the shop now, you can see I can only buy tractors, for example, from pre-1965. Like this one here, you can see the Farm All is from 1965, so this is a brand new one according to the in-game year. And what will happen is, as we play, new vehicles will be unlocked as the years in the game progress. So at the minute, we can only buy equipment from the 50s and 60s, which is why I wanted to start on a new map as well, because in our previous save, we already had a lot of equipment that was more modern than that. I wanted to start fresh with it and begin again. So we got a brilliant map here. Again, it's called Osada. It is crossplay, and it is available on the Mod Hub. A great selection of fields, and a lot of them are very, very small as well, which is perfect because our equipment is going to be very small as well. You know, we're in the 1960s. Farming equipment is not exactly massive at this point in history. So we're starting with very small fields and very small equipment. But here we go. I've already bought one plot of land, which is the actual farmyard itself, and I'll give you a tour of that in just a moment. And you'll see we have a very, very low amount of money right now. 168,000 zloty, which is probably going to be enough to get us a tractor and a couple of pieces of equipment, but not much more than that. We might have to do some vehicle leasing. We'll see how it works out. But just a quick look around the farm. So here we have, I believe this is a cow pen. Oh, this is a pig pen. We won't be doing pigs for a while because they are quite high maintenance. But there's a pig pen for later on. We just have that here on our farm. We'll probably just use this to like store vehicles and stuff like that until we actually get pigs. We've got a couple of barns, well, a couple of sheds here. A larger wooden one and a smaller metal one for our equipment storage. I don't know if these are actually... I think these are just decorative. I don't think there's anything actually that we can pick up from there. Then over here we've got our barn. Again, a few doors, plenty of space for vehicles, especially since we're going to have mostly smaller vehicles. We're not going to have to worry too much about space. And then there's another big corner shed there. So all in all, the farm itself, pretty decent. We got a storage silo back here and another shed, and then a sort of open yard area, which we can use for vehicle storage or potentially to build some extra buildings at some point. If you don't mind me asking, what's your original name? Says Carmaster. My name is Saul. That's S-A-U-L. That's the name that I was given when I was born. And I decided to keep it when I came out because I was a big fan of that name. Okay, we'll go into the shop then. In fact, first things first, we're going to have to buy some land. So we're going to have to start with the smallest fields possible because we're going to be playing with very, very small equipment. Let's check out field 1. So field 1 is behind this farm here. I'm just going to intrude on to get to it. Okay, that's field 1. Let me just have a quick look at it in the landscaping mode so we can actually see it from above. Okay. Okay. That still looks quite big, actually. Like something like field 2 there would be a much better size if we can find one that's got crops in it already, because I'd quite like to start by harvesting. These ones are quite long as well. Let's have another look in the mini-map. What difficulty? I'm playing on normal difficulty at the moment. I'll just show you my settings. So the economic difficulty is normal. We're playing on start from scratch mode. Dirt fast, fuel usage normal. You know, ploughing on, field stones, weeds, all of that stuff turned on. Okay, back to the field map then. I mean, like I say, Field 2 looks like the perfect size for what we need, but it's not got anything in it at the moment. I'd quite like to get a field that's ready to harvest straight away. I'm sort of thinking that these three might be good. 3, 4, and 5. Plots 3, 4, and 5 there, especially plot 4, which is field... Oh, field 14. I think we'll start by buying that one. 111,000. Okay, well that's most of our money out of the window immediately there. What are you going to grow? At the minute, it's already got a crop in it, so we'll see what that is first. I'm hoping it's wheat. I think it was. So it's the middle one here. Yeah, that's wheat. Am I an actual farmer? No, I'm not an actual farmer, Haid. I sort of grown up on and around farms. My granddad used to work on a farm. He used to take me to work with him on the weekends. So I've like experienced like being on and around farms, but I'm not an actual farmer, no. Okay. What I might do is take out a bit of money. What I actually did when I started the game, I repaid all the loans straight away. Like when you start a new game, you automatically have a loan amount, and I just repaid it all back straight away. But I'm thinking I might take some back out so that we can actually afford some equipment. Let's have a look at how expensive things are going to be first. So we're going to need a harvester. At the minute, there's only 3 harvesters available because, again, we're in 1965. We can have the Vistula from 1959. That's a... It doesn't say the working width. There's the FAR M66. The header for that has a working width of 3.2, and that's brand new 1965. So I might go with that one. There's also the Rostelmash Neva, but this one doesn't actually have a build date on it. I googled it, and it actually is from 1973. So I'm not going to buy it yet. Even though it is unlocked, technically it shouldn't be unlocked because we're only in 1965. I'm going to go for the FAR. Is there much difference? 54 horsepower or 65? We might as well go for the higher one. And that's going to cost us 160k to buy. How much to lease? Let's just have a look. 8 grand to lease. Okay, we'll I don't want to lease. I want to buy it. We'll take out a bit of money. We'll take out about 500k. 505k. That'll be enough. Is there any used ones? There's nothing at the minute in the used vehicle sale. But like I say, I don't mind taking out the loan because I already repaid the starting loan back. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. And then the header, 3.2 meters. Here it is. Very small, very low power. But again, this is how it's going to be until we get to the more modern equipment in the later years. Okay, where actually is the field from where we are now? I cannot tell from the mini-map. We'll have a look at the big map. How much does the wheel cost and the control panel? So the bundle, wheel, panel and pedals, £229.99. from the Logitech website. Okay, so we're going to go up the road on our right, then turn right, and basically just follow that round. Easy enough. Thanks for following General Koenig and S. Farnham 77. What are your pronouns? She, her. Thanks for asking. I kind of fuck with FS22. Me too. Thanks for following Christian Cars, Dylan Moffat, and Truck Spotter. And Tomo. Does this have a beacon light? It does. Let's have the beacon on. Thanks for following Archie and Vinny. Have I got FS25 yet? No, I haven't. It's not out yet. And unfortunately, I'm not successful enough to get a pre-release version. No, I am going to be pre-ordering the collector's edition because I'd quite like the ignition key that comes with it. But yeah, it doesn't release till November the 12th, I believe. See some of the fields here. This is another fantastic map, by the way. Oh, you know I like my Polish maps. It's November 25th. Thanks for that, Cameron. I knew it was November, I just wasn't sure of the exact day. Okay, here it is. There isn't a lot of space for us to get out of the way of passing vehicles. You know what? You can stay there. I might have to turn traffic off temporarily. Does the wheel have a tiny bit of force feedback or not? Unfortunately, this wheel doesn't have any force feedback. No. Okay, is the straw swath on? I don't think you can turn it off on this one, actually. There we go. And we will be bailing this, obviously. Off we go. Have I driven these in real life? I've never driven a combine, no. I've driven a tractor very briefly. I'm in a tractor now, says Jack Mower. What tractor are you in, Jack? Oh, we've hit a tree. Can I actually get under this tree? I can. Good. Thanks for following Gala123. I'm currently playing Minecraft, says Bruno. Good on you. I love Minecraft. There will be more Minecraft on Monday from me if you want to see it. JCB Fast Track 4220. I love Fast Tracks. One of my favourite tractor brands, Fast Track. Well, JCB's the brand, obviously. One of my favourite tractor lines, I should say. Thanks for following Cameron. Best map in FS22. If we're talking base game maps, I'm a big fan of Aube-l'Aron, the French map. In terms of modded maps, I don't know. There's so many. There's so much choice. This is one of my favourites, though. I've always really loved this map in particular. The map, by the way, is called Osada, O-S-A-D-A, if you want to try it out for yourself. And it is crossplay. Did you do A-levels? Yes, I did. I did A-level economics, product design, chemistry, maths. God, that's going back a while. I can't. There was a fifth one, but I can't remember it. You done 5 A-levels, you must be really smart. Isn't 5 like the normal amount of A-levels? Oh, I've accidentally hired a worker. What have I done wrong here? I've accidentally... Turn on lower header. There we go. Is your name Ashbridge? My surname's Ashbridge. Yeah, my first name's Saul. Sorry, just a second, guys. Oh. How much was that whole setup? So again, steering wheel, side panel and pedals, 230 quid from the Logitech website. My PC was 450, refurbished, second-hand, all second-hand parts. I have not picked up any of that. My tank's full. My tank's full and I wasn't even paying attention. Sorry again, guys. Okay, so we're going to need to get a trailer to pick up some of this wheat. Now I think we're going to go with a truck, actually, because we do have a couple of trucks here. I quite like the Fiat. The Fiat is just called Fiat, so I don't actually know the model. Fiat 619. But the Fiat 682 N4, this one, has a built-in trailer, which I quite like. So, what are we going to do? 60, 64. Jay Bowkett says, what are your pronouns? She, her, thanks for asking, Jay. Hey, how are you? How are you, Chester? I'm doing fine, thank you. If we get the big Fiat, if we get the semi truck one, then we'll also have to get a trailer. And I believe the only semi-trailer we can get is this lizard one. Which is not bad. And it does have a much bigger capacity. But to be honest, I don't think we need anything that big. I think we could probably quite easily go with the small, with the one with the built-in trailer. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. Just joined you live. What are your pronouns? She, her. Thanks for asking, Dylan, and DFA as well. Okay, we're going to go with the N4. 60s. Yeah, we'll go for the classic 60s license plates as well. We'll go for the bigger capacity. And what colour shall we go for? I kind of like this one, to be honest. I kind of like the grey fog. I think we'll go with that. 295,000. Damn. Okay, so let's get this down to... Oh, there's a climbing in animation. That's pretty cool. Would have been cooler if I wasn't already sat in the cab. But nice, I like it. Yeah, I think this is going to be perfect for our needs. How old is she? I'm 25, Fred. Thanks for asking. That windscreen wiper's a bit annoying. What farming sim is that? This is FS22. Ooh. Okay. Probably should have looked before making that turn. I've been so used to playing on Barich, the other map that we've been playing on, which has no AI traffic, that I'm not used to there being traffic on the roads now. You can turn AI off. I do like the traffic. I want the traffic on for a little bit more realism, but like I say, I'm just not used to it because I've been playing on a map that has no traffic. Okay, see, the annoying thing is there's no proper loading areas here either. We're going to have to load in the middle of the road. Or, actually, no, now that I think about it, there is like a dirt track at the other end of the field if I back up a little bit. I'll turn around here. What mod is that? The map is called Osada, O-S-A-D-A. Right, how do I get behind the field? Okay, got it. Oh, I need to turn the timescale back up as well. I've had it on 0.5. We'll go with 15, that's how we normally have it. Hey Saul, hi Vic, how are you doing today? Yeah, if we go up here, we'll come up behind the field. Oh, I've accidentally driven over someone's field there. I have got the crop penalty mod on as well, so if I drive over other people's fields, I get charged for it. So there'll be none of that. None of that taking shortcuts across people's property. Just at work, can't wait to finish and play FS, lol. That's a mood, honestly, Vic. Okay, so I'm going to have to back up the hill with this and try not to run over any more crops. Yeah, like I say, I mean, the only problem really that I have with this map is that the fields, like, there's no space to get around the edge of the fields or anything like that. It makes it very tricky to, you know, to find space to unload and what have you. I'm in training, it's dragging so bad. Sorry Vic, I'm so sorry. Hopefully this will help pass the time a little bit for you. Oh, wrong way. Key 20 Sean says, bro, you have a dress. This is actually a skirt, Sean, but I do have plenty of dresses. I'm just not wearing any today. Am I looking forward to 25? Oh, yes, I am, Josh. Yeah, I'm going to be pre-ordering 25, the collector's edition. Wouldn't be allowed back in 1965, surely. First trans woman in the UK to get sex reassignment surgery was in the 1940s, and she was a World War II RAF veteran. So, yes. When's 25 released? 25 is out in November the 25th. I knew I was going to hit that post. Can't even drive? No, that's true. I can't drive at all. People always come onto my streams and are like, do you drive in real life? And I'm like, no. No, I don't, and that's probably for the best. Saul, why won't my bale wrapper pick bales up? Says not compatible. Are you... does the bale have anything in it already? Because if it's got something in it, obviously you can only pick up stuff from the same type. Oh, I'm not. Oh, I thought I was missing a bit there, but I'm not. Farming Sim is the best. Thank you, Tommy Dennis. Absolutely love Farming Sim. Always have done. And yeah, to go back to what I was saying earlier, I'm very much looking forward to FS25. I am going to be pre-ordering the collector's edition because it has the ignition key peripheral. And obviously I've got to have that to go with the rest of the setup. I've got the wheel, I've got the side panel, I've got the pedals, I've even got the beacon. I need that ignition key. Probably turn off the... there we go. How much was the wheel and side panel? The wheel, side panel and pedals all came in a bundle. It's called the Logitech G Heavy Equipment Bundle. It's £230 from Logitech's official website. Why you got your mum's dress on? Again, this is a skirt. If there's one thing I've noticed about my my regular troll commenters, they cannot tell the difference between a dress and a skirt. Thanks for following Bev Ford 4600, and thank you Cole as well. Thanks Mr. Reese. Why have you got your mum's skirt on, says Jason. No offence to my mum, but she would not fit in this skirt. Thanks for following Joshua Hind, Joseph Baker, Bran Low 3. Do you want me to gift you? All gifts are appreciated. Thank you very much, Ayrton. If you want to send anything, then go ahead. I'm not going to ask you to, but I am grateful to those who do. Thank you everyone who has so far as well. By the way, we got Josh Allgood 3. We got 1 coin from Ayrton. Thank you very much, and Jay Boker as well. Thank you all so much for that. Thanks for following as well, Ayrton. Ooh, we're not quite going to get this done in one last run. We'll have to come back down for that a little bit. We might buy another field as well, because this one... If we buy the ones either side, we could plough them together. Obviously the trees are going to be a bit of a problem, but we can eventually chop them down. Although, to be fair, saying that, I don't really want to make fields too big, because if we have fields that are too big, with the smaller equipment that we're using, we're never going to get them done. So actually, scratch that, I'm not going to buy those 2 fields. We'll keep this middle one, and then I'll buy another field elsewhere. Do I drive? I don't drive in real life, no. Josh Allgood, love the setup. Thank you very much, Josh. Map name is Osada. O-S-A-D-A. It's a Polish map. Oh, we're full again. Let's not run over all the crops this time. Sup Dim, how are you doing today? Can you play Harry Potter on the piano? I actually don't know any Harry Potter on the piano, no. Sorry, Brown Twins. Okay, I'm going to bring the truck a little bit further up the hill now that we've got a bit more space to turn around in the actual field. There we go. Thanks for following, Josh Allgood. So I don't know if we're going to sell this wheat straight away or store it. I'll check the prices, but I believe wheat, the price spikes in February, so we might be best keeping hold of it. I think it's probably a bit early to be buying factories and stuff like that, but it would be nice to get a bakery or a flour mill, sorry, and turn it into flour. You doing 1 day months? Yes, I am, Sam. Yeah. If we had the months any longer, it'd just take us forever to progress through the years. Like I say, because I'm using the Through the Years mod as well, I want to make sure that we actually do play at a pace that's fast enough that we get to unlock different equipment as the years go by. Fantastic mod, by the way, highly recommend it. Just got updated a few days ago, the Through the Years mod. And again, you can set the starting year to whatever you want, and it'll only let you use vehicles from that year or earlier. Which, it just adds a little bit more realism. Like, my current year is 1965, so obviously I can't buy anything after 1965 until it gets unlocked. And it has support for... Oh, I've accidentally turned the engine off there. It has support for most mods in the mod hub as well. Like, almost every mod is added in the mod hub to be compatible with it. Like, I mean, for example, this combine here is a mod, and the truck there is a mod as well. Okay, I'm gonna get the little straggly bits. I mean, there's quite a big run there that's that we've missed, so we'll go for that. Unusual hobby, but glad you enjoy it. Thanks, Will. I don't think it's that unusual. It's a very popular game. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years back when FS22 won like the best game award in the Steam Game Awards. Absolutely shocking that it managed to win such a prestigious award. But I think it's more popular of a game than people think it is, right? We have got precision farming as well, by the way, so if you can see in the bottom left, we've got the yield there, and we'll obviously try and get the yield up in future. I'd rather watch paint dry, says NXO, than do so. Go find yourself a nice paint drying live stream to watch instead. Oh, you are joking. Are you going to let me back up? Thank you. How's the spider? She's good. She's very good. Thanks for asking, Ronald. Still not completely active at the minute, but she's coming out of her hide a bit more often. It's been about a month now since I've had her, so she's definitely settling in. Took a little bit longer than usual. Normally only takes a week or two. It's just maybe a bit more shy than the average spider. I don't know. But she's getting there now. She's starting to come out a little bit more now. What spider do you have? Says Kieran. I have a Phidippus ardens, a widow jumping spider. Very closely related to the Phidippus johnsoni, which is like one of the most common jumping spiders in North America. Sort of black with red stripes on the abdomen. Very cute. My first time keeping this species. Previously I've kept P. regius, the regal jumping spider, and H. diardi, the giant jumping spider, the eyelash jumper, I think it's called. Okay, so that's one field done. Do we have any other wheat fields that we can buy? Again, I don't want to buy 12 and 15 because I'd be too tempted to plough them into one, and I don't want to do that. How much do they actually jump, says Hal? They can jump pretty far. I'd say probably about a foot, maybe. I don't know exactly how far, but they've got a pretty decent pair of back legs on them. Okay, let's have a look. All the other wheat fields, like all the other ready to harvest fields, are a bit big for us right now. Where's wheat? Okay. There's 42. 67. You know, again, I might just go for field 1. Because it's fairly small and it's quite square. Is that the spider you're talking about on your bed right now? No, she's over there in the tank at the back. I don't know if you can see. In fact, can you actually see from this camera angle? 1 second. You can't see actually, but next to my wardrobe, on top of that little cabinet there, is the spider tank. You can't see it because it's like overexposed. But that's where she is. Okay, anyway, yeah, I think we'll go for field 1. Like I say, I mean, I kind of like the look of these two. Maybe we should. Maybe I should. What do we reckon? Should I go for these two either side, or should I get fields elsewhere? Because I don't want everything to happen in one place. I want to like explore more of the map as well. But you know, there's two great fields here. They're right next to the field that we've already got, and they have the appropriate crop type in them already. What do we reckon, guys? Do you think I should buy these two fields here, either side of the one we've already got? Let me know in the comments. Either way, I will have to take out a bit more money, so let's go to the loan tab. Borrow. Ooh, okay, so we borrowed $1 mil there. It's okay, we'll pay it back, we'll pay it back. Let's have a look at how much these cost then. So we've got 180k and 214k, and then the other one I wanted down here, number 10, that's 130k. I think we'll go for it. I think we'll get all three of them. No. No, actually, no. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I want the fields to be spread out. I want us to explore different parts of the map. I'm not going to get them ones. We bought field 10 instead. Let's head down there. Thanks for following, Riley. Oh, I hit the combine there. So we bought this field here instead, which is a bit more square. Obviously, again, because it's a Polish map, most of the fields are very long rectangular ones, but this one is a lot more square. We'll see what time it is once we've harvested this one, and potentially maybe buy a third. What do you do with wheat bales? Straw bales are used for bedding for animals. We're probably just going to sell ours because we don't have any animals yet. And I don't think we're going to be getting any this early on in the game. Dies 3 level Viking, I think that is. Thanks for following. Thanks for following Archie69015 and Becky. Okay, yeah, we'll go... See, this one's big enough that we can actually do headlands. Oh, hang on. Put the header down. Oh, that's not good. Actually, hold on, hold on. If we're doing headlands, we might as well go this way instead. Thanks for following Jack McDonald. Yeah, we'll go this way. I was going to go along that way. What are your pronouns, if you don't mind me asking? She, her. Thank you, Ethan. Thanks for following Damien Baker. Go back to first person. Thanks for following Riley, Jacques Berman Webster III, and I can't tell what those emojis are, but thank you very much. And Blake the Basehead as well, thank you very much. I do try to stay in cab view as much as I can, but as previously established, I'm not a very good driver, so sometimes I have to switch to the external camera to actually be able to see what I'm doing. Thanks for following Mikey Ruffle, Ethan and Riley. Good afternoon, Jake. How are you doing today? try and do this one without switching cams. There we go. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm good as well. Yeah, not a bad day. I spent most of the day trying to get this mod to work. No, to be fair, the mod itself works very well, but I had to do a cull, so I had to delete some of the mods that aren't compatible with it. The things I do to get this game ready for you guys. No, honestly, it's. I'm glad I did it because I'm really looking forward to experiencing this mod and trying out the equipment from various years. I was trying to sort of emulate this mod with my previous playthrough on Barich, trying to like buy retro only equipment. But it's nice to have a mod that forces you to buy retro only equipment. Like, I can't be tempted. I can't just say, oh, I'm going to go and buy this really massive, expensive modern tractor, because like you literally can't do that with this mod. You can only buy the equipment that's available at a certain time in history. So I like it. I'm very much looking forward, like I say, to experiencing the different vehicles being unlocked as we go. Do you stream Farm Sim every day? No, I don't, Grapefruit. I stream Farming Sim once every 2 weeks, and it's always on a Friday. So after today, the next stream will be not next Friday, but the Friday after. But again, I'm hoping, because obviously once FS25 comes out, I'm probably going to start streaming that. So I want to try and get as much as I can done in FS22 before that happens, right? Like, I want to try and get through as far into this mod as we can, get as far through history as we can before 25 comes out, because I will be switching over to 25 pretty much straight away. I'm really looking forward to experiencing 25. How long have you been playing Farm Sim? I first started with FS15, so that was back in, well, 2014, right at the end. But I've played the early ones. I've played 13 and 9, I think. But 15 was my first. When's FS25 coming out? 25th of November. Needs to be ASAP. Yeah, oh dear. I really wish it was sooner. I want to play it now. I'm really, really excited to get into it. Am I Dutch? I'm not Dutch, no. I'm English. Although I have heard that my my previous Farm Sim live stream, for some reason, got on the Dutch FYP. Like got a lot of Dutch viewers in the last stream. I don't know why. That's just how it goes. That's the algorithm. Do I watch Dagowin? Yes, I do, David K. Big fan of Dagowin. In fact, he's just started his own realistic survival series. I haven't watched the first episode yet. Vintage Survival, sorry. I haven't watched it yet, but I've watched his previous Vintage Survival series, and they're always very good. I'll do one more Headland. But yeah, I'm not sure if he's using this mod in that playthrough, because I haven't watched the first episode yet. But I know he's playing on Spakoa, which is another Polish map. And I was considering doing that one for this playthrough, because it's another fantastic map. But I went with Osada in the end, which is by the same creator, same guy who made that map. What steering wheel that? This is the Logitech heavy equipment steering wheel. I got it as part of a bundle with the panel and pedals. Is there any England maps? Yes, there are. Jaden Cop 1980. The best English maps I highly recommend are by Oxygen David. He made Calmsden Farm, Thornton Farms. He's made a few English maps. His are by far the best. But there are other good English maps as well. There's quite a few. There's quite a few English and Irish maps. Obviously, the Irish maps are fairly similar in terms of like the types of crop that you can grow and like the field sizes and shapes and stuff like that. There's a lot in common between the two. So yeah, in terms of English and Irish maps, there's a decent selection on the Mod Hub. How much was the bundle? It was £230, James. Can I see the Lego Minecraft set? I may show the Lego Minecraft set at the end, CJ. I can't really do it right now. Sorry. But if you stick around, I might show it at the end. I might make a video about it actually, because I haven't done one. It might be nice to do a video about it for people who missed the actual live stream where I built it. Craig Steve, am I pre or post op? Well, there's an interesting question. I think it's a bit of a strange. It's a bit of an. It's not really a question I can answer because pre-op would suggest that I intend to have the op. Like there's an op that's going to happen and I haven't had it yet. I don't plan on having any ops now or ever. So I'm no op. Haven't had it. Don't intend to. Forgot to put the header down. Thanks for following, Connor. Have I played Bus Tourist Sim? I haven't, Harry. No. I've played Bus Sim 18 briefly. That's the only bus simulator that I've had experience with. I have had OMSI recommended to me quite a lot. A few people have suggested that I give it a try. So maybe. I'm not ruling it out. I'm not saying for definite that I will play OMSI, but it does look really good. I'm considering it. It's just a case of finding time with all the other games that I'm streaming as well. Farming Sim, yes, this is Farming Sim, Johnny. How much for the setup? $230 for the steering wheel, side panel, and pedals. Favourite car on Forza? I don't actually play Forza. Unfortunately. Although I do have a friend who is on the dev team for Forza Horizon, which is really cool. It's really cool having like a game-related degree, because even though I'm not working in the games industry right now, a lot of my friends are, and it's really cool to see games come out and be able to be like, my friend is in the credits of this game. And you know, hopefully one day I'll be in the credits of games as well. Never say never. Oh, I'm full again. What's the server name? It's just a single player game. No server right now. People have suggested though that I could do a multiplayer, and I think it's something that I wouldn't rule out again. At some point I think we could maybe do a multiplayer. I'll think about it. What other degrees you took, if any? It's just the one degree, Jake. Just my bachelor's. A couple of my mates stayed on for masters. I didn't really want to. I would like to get a master's. But the thing is, like, when I finished uni, I was coming out of, like, 15 years of education. Like, I didn't take a gap year after I finished school. I went straight into uni. So by the time I finished uni, I was kind of like, right, I kind of want to break from education for a while. So I would like to get a master's, like I say, but I didn't want to do it straight after my bachelor's. I wanted to give it a few years. What are you doing with your degree, says Emma? Right now, unfortunately, not much. The closest I've gotten was, again, I worked in a print shop as a graphic designer, which is sort of, it's not necessarily game design, but graphic design is sort of tangentially related. And obviously there is a lot of graphic design elements involved in game design, so it was sort of a sidestep from what I really want to be doing career-wise, but it was close enough, you know, to get me some valuable experience. But yeah, like my eventual goal is to work in the game development industry. Can I join? It's single player only, Josh, sorry. Do you only play FS22 on Fridays? Yes, I do, Ollie. Or I only stream it on Fridays. Thanks for following. I love Celtic, or Celtic. I don't know. Are you referring to Celtic, the football team, or just Celtic people in general? Either way, thanks for following. What advice do you have for people that aren't sure what to do with their life yet? It's a big question. To be honest, I don't know, because I'm kind of lucky enough to be in a position where I've got some savings, so I'm not like, you know, it's not a case of if I don't get a job next week I'm going to starve, you know. But for some people that is the reality. So like, again, I appreciate that I'm kind of lucky to be in the position that I'm in. So like, for me personally, I can kind of take my time a little bit with it, and I don't need to rush about urgently. Obviously, I want a job, but I don't need to get one like at the drop of a hat. So I don't know. I don't, like I say, it really depends on your circumstances. I would say one thing I would say is, you know, don't worry about getting like your dream job straight away. You know, it's not really going to happen. It's not a realistic thing to expect. Just, you know, do what you can to get by. If you do have a goal in mind, then work towards it. Take baby steps. You know, do it slowly, bit by bit. If you don't have a plan, that's fine as well. Just make sure you're doing something, right? You know what I mean? Like, and when by something, I don't necessarily mean work either. Like, you do something in general. Like, if you're working, then great. If you're not working, then, you know, concentrate on improving yourself, on improving your skills. You know, learn something new. As long as you're doing something with your life, even if, you know, it might be something that other people consider unproductive, but if you're, you know, as long as it's something and you feel like you're doing something with your life, that's good enough, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter whether other people perceive what you're doing as productive or not, right? If it's productive to you from your own perspective, and you enjoy it, and it's fulfilling, and you feel like you're bettering yourself by doing it, then do it. What game are you playing tomorrow? I'm not streaming tomorrow, Grapefruit. I don't stream on weekends. Weekends is me time. Thank you, girl. No problem, Emma. I'm glad I could help. Like I say, I think people get so caught up in trying to do things as quickly as possible, and like I fell into the same trap. When I first left uni, I was going to go straight into a teaching job in Japan. I was going to teach English over there for a year. Unfortunately, that couldn't happen because of COVID, and it never really went further. But the thing is, I'm kind of glad that it didn't work out, because it made me realise that I was kind of rushing about a bit too much. I was kind of like, my plan was, as soon as I get out of uni, I have to do this, this, and this, and I have to do all of it as quickly as humanly possible. And you get to a point where you realise, like, I'm just trying to do too much too soon. Like, I'm 25. I've got another good 60 years left if I'm very lucky. You know, there's time to do things. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not saying just sit back and do nothing forever, because eventually your time will start to run out. But like too many people have this mindset of I need to get everything done as early as possible. You know, I need to get my dream job by the time I'm 30, or I need to have kids and do all this stuff as quickly as I possibly can. Like, I just feel like some people rush about a bit too much. Time's always running out, we're never promised tomorrow. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. But at the same time, realistically, most of us will see tomorrow. Like, tomorrow is not promised, but at the same time, you're probably still going to be here tomorrow. That's my point. Like, don't rush things just because, like don't do things just because you feel like I have to do this before I get to this age, right? Like, take it a bit slower. Take life at your own pace. That's my advice. In a long roundabout way, that's my advice. Okay, I'm going to park this here just a second. I know this isn't actually my land, but I'm going to just park there for a mo. Let's see. Let's take a look at the sell prices and sell points for these for the wheat. Okay, 2692 price fluctuation. Yeah, so the best price is in January. We're going to want to store this realistically. So I'm going to take it back to the farm for now. We're not going to sell it just yet. Am I on PC? Yes, I am, Archie. What types of games are you looking to work on? Got stuck on the fence there. I am a big fan myself of 2D games. I love like pixel art games. One of the like prototypes that I'm working on, just not like as a proper game, but just something that I'm working on in my spare time, is like a 2D point and click pixel art game. Which I really love. I think that's the kind of thing that I'd like to work on professionally. Thanks for following, Elias and No Tires 77 on Val. Oh, is this a dead end? Oh no, it's a road. You will never pass. Thanks, Randy. Don't really care. So what degree do you have? I have a degree in computer programming, brackets game design. Like, that's what it says on the degree. The game design part is in brackets. It was like, it's sort of a general all-purpose computer programming degree, but then with a specialization in game design towards the end. So I tell people it's game design because it's just the easiest way of describing it. But technically it's game design and, more broadly, computer programming in general. Okay, where's our silo? Do you like Elden Ring, games like that? I'm not actually really into Elden Ring, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of fantasy, generally speaking. I'm much more of a sci-fi kind of person. Like, I'd much rather play Fallout than Elder Scrolls, for example. I've always been really big on sci-fi, and I've never really enjoyed fantasy that much, to be quite honest. You're really good at piano. Thank you, Louis. There will be another piano video coming, hopefully tomorrow. And it's going to be a bit of a different one. It's going to be a different genre of music that I've never played before. But I'm quite looking forward to it. Like I say, it should be tomorrow, but I haven't actually recorded it yet, so you know, we'll see if it actually does get out tomorrow. I'll try. Thanks for following, Archie the Goat. Okay, I'm gonna sleep now. I feel like we've done enough for today. We've harvested our 2 fields. Is that the same with Overwatch? I've never actually played Overwatch either, but that's for a different reason. That's because I just don't really enjoy multiplayer games that much. I like playing multiplayer with my friends. You know what I mean. I don't like playing multiplayer games with randoms. If I play multiplayer games, I prefer to do it with friends. What friends? Most of my friends are people that I met at uni. Ethan. Not Ethan, sorry, Jake. That's close enough. It's still a bit too close to the wall, but I don't really care. What the hell is that? Did you hear that sound? It sounded like a bee, but massive. Okay. Oh yeah, don't worry, Jake. That was a different person who was also called Jake. Don't worry, it's not you. Have I got a John Deere? I don't have a John Deere. Do we even have any John Deeres yet? I think it might be too early for John Deeres. Oh, we can get the Model A and the other Model A. That's it in terms of John Deere equipment. Do I play FIFA? No, I'm not into football. Ethan. Thanks for following Adam Whaley. Okay, let's... Wait, hear it again? What is that? Is that a giant wasp or something? I don't like it. Okay, so tomorrow we will bale. We got a couple of balers. We don't have any big square balers, I don't think, because I don't have any unlocked yet in 1965. We can do small square bales, or we do also have a round baler, so we could do them round. We'll have a look in the morning, see which one we prefer. I mean, to be fair, I kind of lean towards round bales because they're a bit easier to handle than the small ones. The small ones are just a pain in the arse because you've got to pick them all up, and there's like 100 of them per field because they're that small. So yeah, I think we'll go with the round baler, but we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe it's the fireflies making that noise actually, because I can see a couple of fireflies in the road and in the fields there. Have I ever played Microsoft Flight Simulator? I haven't, no. I'm not a big fan of flying. I've never really been interested in planes. Trains, trucks and tractors, yes. Planes, they've just never really been my thing. What's your favourite game? My favourite game of all time is Oddworld Abe's Exodus for the PS1. It came out in 1998. It was the first video game I ever played when I was about 5 years old, so it has a very special place in my heart. It's also just a really good game. Like it is partly nostalgia, but it is also a genuinely really great game as well. You should play horror games. I am a big fan of horror. I haven't really streamed any horror games, but I do enjoy horror. In fact, one of my other favourite games is Alien Isolation. Absolutely love that game. We're not going to get in here, are we, because of the door being in the way. Do I play ETS2? Yes, I do, Josh, and I actually stream it as well on Tuesdays. Okay, I think we're in there. Can't really see because it's pitch black now. In fact, I think there's a light in the barn. There is. There we go. Do you play ETS with that wheel? Yes, I use this wheel for Euro Truck Simulator as well. There we go. Oh, I left the lights on. There we go. Just about fits in. Oh, I can't get round it now. There we go. Have I played Resident Evil 4? I haven't played 4, no. I've played the original 2, and I played Village, which I think is... not Village, sorry. Biohazard, which is number 7 or 6. No, it's 7. It's 7, I think. Okay, let's have a nap. We'll get up at 6. I'll do a save now as well. I have autosave turned off just because it annoys me. It pops up all the time. But I'll do a big save since we've gotten through our first season. Okay. And... oh, I thought it was raining then. Okay, we're going to get a baler. And if we look down at balers right now, you can see we've got 3 available. These 2 do small square bales, which again, I kind of don't want. This one does round bales, the Sipma, and I'd prefer the round bales just because there's less of them, so it's a bit easier to handle them. The only problem is one of our fields is on quite a steep hill, so these are probably all going to end up in the road. I think I'm going to go with it anyway, though. I think this is going to be the one. LFMR, we'll go with Sipma, activate with storage, and we'll keep the colours as they are. This 94 grand, and it is 45 horsepower, so we're going to buy a tractor. We haven't actually got any tractors yet, and we need 45 horsepower, so we could get the Farmall 47, but I kind of want to go a bit over. The Farmall M can go up to 51 horsepower. That's not bad. Maybe a Zetor. I haven't actually done much. I haven't actually driven many Zetor tractors before, so it might be. Maybe we'll go for one of them. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the. Do any of these have a front loader attacher? This... oh. Because I kind of want a front loader as well. In fact, no. I don't want a front loader. Scratch that. We'll go with one of these. We'll go for the... 4x11? I think we'll go with this one. And we can get that up to 55... ooh. I like the design of that, but it's only 49 horsepower. You need loader for bales. Don't worry, we're going to be using... so in terms of the bale loader, I'll just show you real quick. We're going to be using a back loader. Where's bale loaders? We're going to be using this to load the bales from behind, one at a time. And that attaches to the 3-point linkage on the back. And in terms of pallets as well, the pallet loader that we're going to be using also attaches to the back of the tractor. It's this one here from Fortschritt. Again, that's a rear linkage, so we don't actually need a front loader. I like these. Oh, I love these, but they're not powerful enough. I love the Volvo Crabat, but it's only 32 horse. It's just not enough. Realistically, we need something up this end. I love how this one looks, but that's 95, so that feels a bit overkill. Oh, I hate making decisions. I mean, maybe we could go with the Massey again. But we used the Massey in our last playthrough. This one. We'll go with this. I like a nice three-wheel tractor. I know it's not technically three wheels, but you know we call them three-wheelers. I like the shape of them. We'll go for one of these. 80 horsepower, maybe. Yeah, we'll go 80. We'll go all out. 80 horsepower. Yeah, I want it tricycle. Like I say, I just like how the tricycle design looks. No front weight. We can always add a front weight later. Exhaust. We'll have the straight up one. Seat. Do we want a bucket seat or a cushion type seat? I'm going to go with the cushion. Fenders, yes. Light position. Ooh, lights at the front or at the back? I think we'll have them at the front for a bit of extra visibility. And we'll keep the colours as they are, so that's going to cost us 16k. That's very cheap. The baler costs like 5 times as much as the tractor. But here it is. Oh, absolutely beautiful. There we go. And here's the baler again. Let's take it for a spin. Ooh, it's nippy. Very nippy. Oh dear. It appears we don't have the right rear linkage for this baler. Ah. Okay, 1 second. There might be an adapter. Let me just have a look in MISC and see if there's anything we can use. Doesn't look like there is. Damn. So we've kind of wasted our money there. We'll have to buy another tractor. I should have gone with the Zetor. I should have gone with my gut instinct and got one of the Zetor ones, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, they've got the correct linkage. Okay, we'll go for the Zetor 4011. In fact, hang on, let me just double check what the horsepower is on the... Look at that. In the used vehicle sale. Just missed out on it. 45. Okay, 49 will be enough. We'll go for it. It's not massively overpowered, but it'll do for what we need. And I like the front design. We'll go... No, I don't want a cab. Definitely don't want a cage. No, no, no. No, no. Standard. Front fenders. Nah. We'll keep the... We don't want wheel weights either. I don't think we need them. We'll go for that. Okay, so that one costs twice as much. Unfortunately, we have kind of wasted our money on this. We'll be able to use it later for other tools, but it doesn't have the right linkage for the baler, so we'll have to come back to that later. This here, though, the Zetor, pretty good. I don't really use Zetor all that much in game, so it'll be interesting to try it out. There we go. Reese Sharp says, gender, I'm a trans woman. Reese, thanks for asking. Okay, so The only downside, obviously, to the classic tractors is they are slow as hell. But it's a fairly small map as well, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll start out with field 1. Why do you do classic tractors, says T-Dog. I just like classic tractors. I've always been a big fan of like the older stuff. I'm playing with a mod that unlocks different tractors as time goes by, so eventually we will move to modern stuff. But yeah, I'm a big fan of classic farming equipment. When am I doing more truck sim? It'll be on Tuesday, Miller. Oh, we need to do a windrow. We need to windrow it. Do we have... Wait, where's windrowers? You should drive to Poland on Trucking Tuesday. I might do, eventually. I mean, we're currently heading towards North Macedonia, so we're going to be in that kind of region. So yeah, I might head to Poland. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, 31, 35, 25. And in terms of width, they're all about the same. Let's go for... Let's go for the Pottinger. No, actually, no. Let's go for the Far. I think the Far. I like the look of the Far better. It's my birthday Monday. Congratulations, number 7 TT Farmer. How old are you going to be? We'll just go with the standard cover. No, we'll go with the extended cover. We'll not bother recolouring. We'll just go with that. 19. Congrats. Okay, now will this connect to our farm wall here? We'll see. I don't know. It does! Okay, so we didn't waste our money. We can put the farm wall to good use. Let's get it out there. Why wouldn't it? Because the baler didn't. We bought this specifically to use with a baler, and it wouldn't connect to the baler. So I wasn't sure if it would connect to this piece of equipment, but it does. So... Oh, it doesn't have indicators either. There's nothing going on there. I think it's literally just got the those two lights on the front. That's it. Thanks for following, Aiden. Oh, and thanks for following Gamer Fishy Official as well. Sorry I didn't see you earlier. Thanks for following L. And thanks for following Cameron and Cathal and Theo. Deer, out the road. Would you ever want to try farming IRL? I think I'd enjoy it, Josh. Yeah. Like I say, I grew up on and around farms. My granddad worked on a farm. He used to take me to work with him on the weekends. So I've always they've always been part of my life. I think it's something that I could definitely see myself doing. In fact, before I went to uni, I did actually consider going to agricultural college. In the end, I didn't. I went to uni instead and did game design, which is a very different career move from... Oh, I should be doing this the other way. Hang on. Sorry, I've ballsed that up. But yeah, it was always something that I considered doing, but just never did. But hey, you know, I'm only 25. There's plenty of time. Maybe one day I'll find myself on a farm. Okay, so the problem here is I did that bit in the wrong direction, so now I'm going to have to try and get it back into the field where it should be. And I've just completely missed it. At what age did you become trans? I came out at 22, so 3 years ago, Michael. I don't know if it's going to let me get that bit behind the baler, because it might count as not being our land. Ooh. We got it. Thanks for following, Caden. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a mess, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Might clean that up a little bit more once we've done the rest of the fields. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I should have done the headlands as well, actually. I completely forgot that that was there. Let's do the headlands and then we'll come back for the runs. Oh, smashed into a tree. Thanks for following Caden, Lancaster and Mr. BMW 258. Laser Gel 10 and Scania R580 V8. Great truck. Thank you for joining. Thanks for following. Okay, so now I can carry on doing the rows. Thanks for following Crymore, Jake and Callum McCoffey. Hope I'm saying that right. Not McCoffey. I'm not saying it right. Okay. How is it pronounced? Please please let me know. It's confusing, don't worry. Okay, sorry about that, Callum. Hey beautiful, says Carl. Hi Carl, how are you doing today? What tractor are you driving? Right now I'm driving the Farmall 560. How old is this tractor? Let's just have a quick look. This is from 1958. Yeah, I'm playing with the Through the Years mod, so I can only use tractors that are available from the in-game year. Currently, we're in 1965. Thanks for following TDog5639. So we'll get this windrowed and baled, but I don't think we'll be able to pick up the bales today. We'll probably do that tomorrow. Thanks for following Harry Spear and Kens. Thanks for following Simple Simon, Timar and Alex. Cody commented pride flag emoji. Thanks, Cody. Thanks for following Callum, I'm guessing. Although the earth emoji is acting as an M there, so maybe it's just Callum. But thank you. The Cool Zach 123 and Teddy Quick, thank you very much. Jackski, thank you. Havard Weffring, thank you very much. A saucy one today, Saul, I see. Thank you very much, Sarum. This is actually the same outfit that I wore on Tuesday, but don't tell anybody. I thought, I wore it for Euro Truck, but I thought it was a very sort of vintage looking outfit, so I wanted to wear it again today since we're playing with vintage equipment and we're in 1965. What you're doing at the minute, I'm windrowing. So windrowing is basically getting all the wheat, not all the wheat, all the straw into nice neat rows so that we can then bale it. Apologies if you already knew that, by the way. I'm just, you know, just explaining for anyone in the audience who might not know. Try that again. We sort of we're a bit out on that row. Oh no, we're in the neighbour's field again. Okay, I'll try and finish off in cab view. The only reason that I'm not using cab view at the minute is because the engine sound is really loud. Because obviously this tractor doesn't actually have a cab. At least you keep it realistic. Yeah, I try, Brendan. I try to make it like as realistic as possible, There are a few mods that I normally play with that I think are maybe a bit too far, which is why I didn't include them in my mod list for this save. But you know, in general, I try to be fairly realistic whenever I can. Okay, I'm going to go straight up to our other field and windrow that one before we do any baling. I might have to turn the timescale down as well to 10, because I'm not sure if we're going to get this done before it gets dark. What map? The map is called Osada, O-S-A-D-A. It's a Polish map on the mod hub, and it is crossplay, this one. The previous map I was playing, Barrich, I don't believe was crossplay. I think it was PC only, but this one definitely is available on console. Can I join you at some point? I'm just keeping this world single player at the minute, Callum. Thanks for following, by the way. But at some point, I would like to do multiplayer. I think, you know, once I've done a few more streams in single player, I might open up a multiplayer server. Or actually, maybe I might wait until 25 comes out and we can do a brand new multiplayer in a brand new game. That could be quite fun to try. Thanks for following, Kevy D. Drinking Monster again today, by the way. I was gonna have a Dr. Pepper because I thought it was a bit more in keeping with the vintage theme as well. Dr. Pepper is a nice vintage drink, but I wanted my Monster. Sorry. I went with the outfit, but I didn't want to go all the way with the Dr. Pepper. Maybe next time. Sorry about this, folks. Oh, I think our row's going to be a bit off here. Yeah. Not to worry. I mean, it's only going to be 4 runs for the baler anyway. It shouldn't be too bad. In fact, I could have done that. I could have swathed that the other way. Now, mind you, it's not too bad. Again, it's not exactly a ton of work for the baler anyway. We could have even done it without windrowing in theory, but you know, for the sake of realism, I wanted to make sure that it was windrowed. Okay, last row. Okay, no. I'm not going to make this mistake again. We're not going to shoot all that straight out into the grass. I'm going to come up from the bottom of the field instead. No. Turn off. There we go. Yeah, so it's 10 to 1. So we've still got a few hours of daylight left. We'll definitely be able to get the baling done. But as for the bale handling, we might have to wait until the next day for that. Yo, says James. How you doing, James? I forgot to turn on the windrower. How you been? I've been good. I've been good, thanks. How have you been? There we go. Okay, I'll take this back to the farm. I don't want it lying around. I'll take it back straight away, and then we'll get on with the baling. Yeah, it's quite nippy, this tractor, I've got to say. Like, I know the top speed's only 17, but it feels like a lot more. It feels like it's really zipping about. Maybe not so much when it's on the road, but when it's in the field. Do I play COD? Yes, I do, James. I don't really play multiplayer all that much, but I'm a big fan of COD Zombies. I've always been massively into zombies ever since Black Ops 1 was when I originally got into it. I have since played World at War, but Black Ops 1 was my first experience with zombies, and I've always massively enjoyed it. Do I drive myself? I don't actually drive in real life, Aidan, no. Do I like Advanced Warfare? Not really, to be honest. Like I say, because I'm mostly in it for the zombies, the Black Ops series is my go-to. I'm from Norway. Nice to meet you, Vettel Sandy from Norway. What PC do you have? So my PC is a custom built from Bedrock Computers in the UK. They build PCs to order with refurbished second-hand parts. It's got the 32 gig RAM, 3 GB graphics, and an i5 processor. It was 450 quid. I knew I'd missed a bit. How did I miss that? What's the game called? The game, Muzzy, is Farming Sim 22. Where are you from in the UK? South Yorkshire, Jack. Originally from Harrogate in North Yorkshire, but I live in South Yorkshire now. Net wrap, forgot the net wrap. I keep forgetting that we're playing with the net wrap add-on. Have to rush down to the shop quick. Give me a multiplayer Call of Duty map. I'm going to make it in MC. I don't know. What's a good map? What's a good map in? I mean, I would say Nuketown, but that's a bit basic. Kowloon. There's a challenge for you. Do Kowloon in Minecraft. Good luck. That's sick of using a wheel. OMG. Yes, Muzzy. I'm using my steering wheel. Ballyspring is a really good map. It is, Jake. Yeah, absolutely love Ballyspring. An Irish map, I believe. And it has like 4 different starting farms, and like, I mean, actual proper farms. Vettel Sandy, I have Farming Sim 22. Good. How do you like it? Valley Spring is my favourite map. Yeah, it is. It is a great map. Do I drive IRL? No, I don't, Jake. No. You okay? I'm good, Simple Simon. I'm good. Okay, we need to buy. I've just noticed now, all of my equipment is red. Although, actually, my truck isn't. I repainted that. But everything else I've got is red. Would I ever want to? No, I don't really plan on driving. It's a bit, you know, I don't really need to. Public transport near me is not too bad, and it just seems like an unnecessary expense, to be honest. Thanks for following Vettel Sandy, by the way. Oh dear. Oh, I thought my game had frozen then. Okay, I am going to get wrap. Make sure we get the right thing this time. We need bale wrap. Okay, net wrap. Massey, Vicon, Lizard. I don't think any of these brands even exist at this point in history. John Deere does. Pottinger does. Let's just go Lizard. We'll just go for the default. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect the actual look of the bales themselves or anything. $2,500 times 10 pieces, 3,500. I don't think we need 4 kilometers of it. I think 2.5 is going to be more than enough. What GPU have got? I've got an Asus GTX 1050 Ti. It's a 3GB graphics card. Hello? Okay, there we go. Fill her up. There we go. Wow, that's old. Yeah, so like I say, I bought PC is about 3 years old at this point, and it is second-hand refurbished parts, so you know the parts in it are not brand new by any means. It's I'm looking to upgrade in like the next year or two, but again, it's another thing that costs money, and it's a pretty good machine for what I need. It works. It runs all the games that I want it to run just fine. What tractor are you driving? Right now, this is the Ursus... no, it's not. It's the Zetor. What model number? I can't honestly remember. 4011. I'll show you it up close when I get a chance, when I get off the road. And this one does have indicators, unlike the Farmall. Okay, here we go. So this is the Zetor 4011. It has, let's just have a quick look, 49 horsepower, and it's from 1960. Oh, lots of good stuff appearing in the used vehicle sale now. Interesting. Okay, let's do it. Lower pickup, turn on baler. And we are baling. Thanks for following Luke and Finn's Practical Printer. Do I like John Deere? Well, no. I don't. I like the classic John Deeres. I don't really like John Deere as a company because of their shady practices around vehicle warranties in North America. Basically, if you own a John Deere in North America, you're not allowed to do your own maintenance on it. You have to take it to a specialised John Deere mechanic every time, even for the most minor of repairs, which is very shady. I don't like that. But the tractors themselves, I don't really have any complaints about. They're pretty good. And the classic stuff, yeah, definitely big fan. Okay, I'm still not sure how we're going to tackle all this stuff that I've missed here at the bottom, but we'll figure something out. I'm not going to be really uptight about it either. I'm not going to try and get every single little spec. There's a few bits that we haven't managed to get with the windrower, so we'll just leave those. But obviously I'll try and get as much as I can within reason. Okay, moment of truth. Will they roll? Let's find out. What am I pressing to unload? Afternoon, sweetheart, says Dean Paul. Hi, Dad. Welcome to the stream. It's not rolling. That's good. My dad has joined the stream, everyone. Say hi. So, we'll, like I say, I think we're definitely going to get the bales done before it gets dark, but the bale handling, maybe not. Love the vintage tractor, thank you. Yeah, we're in a Zetor today, which I think is a Polish tractor brand as well, so appropriate that we're using it on the Polish map. We got a Zetor 4011. From 1960. I'm just going to really quickly turn down the game volume because I do want to keep in cab view, but the tractor's very loud because it doesn't have a cab. Where's volume? Can I even turn down my volume here, or do I have to go back to the main menu? Because I can't do that. We don't have time for that. Aha. Nope, that's sensitivity. Sound, there we go. Okay, vehicle volume, let's take it all the way down to 20. There we go. Much better. Do I like Ford tractor? Yes, I do, Vettel. I had a Ford Sabra in my other game that we were playing before. You should try driving a real cabless, very loud. Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's loud enough here in game, like, the real thing's got to be deafening. Gender, I am a trans woman. Oscar Hand, thanks for asking. Oh, bale time. Bale number 3. Oh, I've accidentally turned the engine off there. Oh. Don't know what happened there. Some of our straw just vanished in front of my eyes. I like Ford too, says Vettel. Cool. Glad to hear it. A bit of oversteer there. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any Ford tractors available just yet. We're still a bit too early in 65. I mean, there were Ford tractors in 65, obviously, but none that are available to us in-game at the moment. I think the first Fords that we can actually get are going to be in, like, the 90s, so we've got quite a while to wait for those, unfortunately. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Do I like Massey? Yes, I do. In our last playthrough that we were doing, we had a Massey 140, like one of the iconic classic Masseys. Zetora from the Czech Republic, says Jack. You should take a look at some Belarus or Ursus mods. The MTZ, that's from Belarus, yeah? Because I do have, I think... we won't have any unlocked yet, but I do have a couple of MTZ tractors, and I believe they're a Belarusian brand. And I do have Ursus as well, but again, we don't have any unlocked yet, because we're still in 1965. There's plenty of tractors still to be unlocked. Once again, I'm playing with the Through the Years mod, so right now the in-game tractor, the in-game year is 1965, so we can only buy tractors from 1965 or earlier. But we will get other tractors as we progress. 1980s for Ursus, says Jack. Okay, so it's going to be quite a while before we get any of those. We're full again. Oh. One second. Okay, so now I've got to do this bit that I forgot to windrow. Let's hope it goes well. Do you have a car, says Vettel? In-game, no. In real life, also no. Yeah, we don't have any cars yet, but there is, I think, one car that we can buy. I'll just take a quick look in the shop here. We can get the Apache Fleet Side, which obviously is based on a Chevy pickup. That's the only one available right now. It's from 1958. We don't really need a car at the moment, but I would like to get one, and it will probably be that one, because we'll probably end up getting a car before any of the others get unlocked. Do you have a Discord? I don't at the minute, Jack, no. I was considering setting one up as a Patreon benefit, because I feel like my current Patreon benefits aren't really that much. It'd be nice to, you know, do something a bit bigger. And I was considering a Discord for that, but it's just a case of getting it set up and then getting people to moderate it for me and stuff like that would be a bit tricky. It's definitely something that I'd like to do. Yeah, we've missed quite a lot here, again, because I missed this bit with the windrower. I'll go over it one more time just to get a little bit more, but I'm not going to try and get every single bit. Okay, we'll do one more row. Oh, I can hear church music. Can you guys hear that? There. Cool. Oh, it stopped. They finished that hymn. That was pretty cool. I didn't know that the church did that. Nice. I'll keep my ears peeled for that in future. Do you like Metallica? Not particularly, to be honest. No Nothing against them. I'm just going to have to leave that. Nothing against them, but, you know, it's just not my kind of music, to be honest. What's good? How's life in the UK? It's good. It's good. Can't complain. Well, I mean, there have been a few race riots recently, as you have probably seen in the news. But, well, I say race riots, most of them, like, about 5 people turned up and then were laughed out by counter-protesters, which is hilarious. Like, I don't think there's been any significant disruption anywhere, really. The one in Brighton, I've got a friend who lives in Brighton. 5 people turned up to the one in Brighton, and about 500 counter-protesters, so they just got hounded out, basically. It's hilarious. Am I going to Pride tomorrow? I'm not actually going to Pride, no. I was wanting to go this year because I've never actually been to a Pride before, but I've left it a little bit late. I think our local one you need to book. And also, I don't really have anyone to go with. I think because none of my friends live locally, I haven't really had a chance to do many like Pride-related activities with my friends, who are mostly also part of the queer community. I'd love to one year like meet up with my friends and go to a Pride with them together. T-Dog, where are you from? I'm from South Yorkshire. Originally from North Yorkshire, but I live in South Yorkshire now. I play L guitar, says Vettel. Good to know. Thanks for following, Kian977. Thanks for following Bobby Linus 12. Got some weeds starting to appear as well in the field. We'll do that tomorrow. I think we'll do weeding and potentially... No, we'll cultivate it and then stone pick it. Oh, wait. Is that Labrador still available? Oh. There was a cultivator in the used vehicle sale, and I've just missed it. That would have been perfect. That would have been the perfect size. Perfect horsepower. But yeah, we'll turn it over tomorrow and then stone pick it. And obviously we need to pick up the bales as well. Do you want to be a farmer when you grow up? I already am grown up, and I'm not a farmer right now, but as I've said before, I think it's something that I could see myself doing. It runs in the family, very much so. My granddad and dad both worked on farms at various stages in their life, and my granddad used to take me to work with him. So it's sort of in the blood of the Ashbridge family. Oh, that didn't even roll. Cool. They must have updated the bale physics or something, because that would have definitely rolled. In previous versions, that would have rolled right down the hill. End of, says Nathan CCFC. Not sure what you mean by that. Vettel Sandy says I'm 13 years old. Good to know. You know a lot about tractors for a 13-year-old. But then again, I knew a lot about tractors when I was 13 years old as well. Now, can we get both of these rows together? Because I think they're close enough. We can. Good. Do I live on a farm? I don't live on a farm, Josh, no. But I like I say, I grew up around farms. Used to go to work with my granddad all the time. I live in a little village, so there's always like farming activity going on nearby. Like there's always tractors about and stuff like that, and there's a couple of farms like in the area. Okay, that one's gonna roll. I don't think we're gonna be able to stop it either. Please don't roll all the way down to the road. It's still rolling. Still rolling. It's going to go into next door's field, I can already tell. Oh, there's a previous bale. Yeah, we're losing that one. That one's escaping. I don't know if you can see it back there. It's officially leaving the field. Yep, it's going. It's going. There it goes. It's in next door neighbour's field. And it's still rolling. Let's try and pick up that little bit that I missed there. Well, definitely not enough for a full bale, so it's still rolling. That is no longer on our property. It's going to the barn. It's going to hit the barn. Straight into next door's hedge. Okay, it's only 20 past 5. In fact, it's almost 20 past 5 in real life. We're about to have an alignment between the game and reality, but it's nearly 20 past 5 in game. I think we probably are going to have enough time to actually pick up the bales as well. There's only 7 of them, so if I get the little bale handler, the Sipma one that goes on the back of the tractor, we can probably get that done today. And I think we'll put the bales in the little metal shed that we've got back at the farm. I'll show you it in a minute when we get there. Do I drive? I don't drive in real life, T-Dog, no. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll put the bales in that metal shed there. And obviously the tractor's going to park up in this one. In fact, I'm going to drop the baler off and keep the tractor because we're going to have to pick up this bale handler from the shop. Do I want to learn how to drive? No. I don't really plan on driving, to be honest. It's not something that I really want or need to do, to be quite honest. Back a little bit. Close enough. We're not trying to win any awards for parking. That'll do. Okay, to the shop. Oh, try not to hit the trees. So we're going to grab the bale handler, the one that picks up round bales. It only takes them one at a time, which is a little bit of a problem. We might have to get something to place them on as well, because I don't want to be driving back and forth between the to the farm. Hold on. This way, I think. Do I know Daggerwin? Not personally. I'm familiar with Daggerwin. Yes, I am a big fan. He's just started his own vintage survival series. Like, I think the first video went out today, so go check that out if you want to see more vintage farming sim gameplay. Big fan. Oh, well, does it count as a hit and run if she vanished from existence the moment that I collided with her? Thanks for following Aiden29 and Daniel MTB128. Biomassy35. I don't know if I can, Riley. I'll have a look in a minute and see if I've got it unlocked. If it's from pre-1965, then I should be able to. Thanks for following Charlie Guest and Zach Reed. It's a mod, by the way. Yeah, I've probably got it. I've got like most of the classic tractor mods available on the mod hub at the minute. If it's on the mod hub, I've probably got it. If it's not on the mod hub, I won't have it because I don't really go for mods from other sources. But as long as it's a mod hub mob, it's probably on my list already. What map? The map's called Osada, O-S-A-D-A. It's a crossplay mod available on the mod hub. It's crossplay, says Riley. Okay, so it will be on the mod hub then. So I might already have it. I'll have a look in a second. Okay, here's the shop. Thanks for following Wiley A4. Okay, we're starting to get dark. Will I actually be able to get all these bales moved before it's too dark to see? Thanks for following Joshua, Riley, Ethan and Noah. Here we are. Oh crap, we need to take this pallet back as well. Okay, I think I'm going to leave the bales until tomorrow morning and we'll just concentrate on getting the spare bale wrap back to the farm. So we're going to need the rear pallet handler from Fort Schritt. There we go. No decals. We'll go Fort Schritt. We'll go green. And again, this is a rear linkage handler, not a front loader. So woo. Calm down, Sol. There we go. Get this back to the farm. I play Farm Sim and I find it really relaxing, says Cameron. Honestly, yeah, that's the big thing about Farm Sim for me, and Euro Truck as well, is that they're just so relaxing to play. Thanks for following, by the way, Cameron. And I find that they're good games for streaming as well because it's a more relaxed paced game. It gives you more time to look at the chat and read comments and stuff like that. So I think simulator games in general were made for streaming. I've just got to be careful about this pallet because, see, with a front loader you can see the pallet at all times. With the rear loader you can't see it, so you never know if it's still there. I'll just keep my fingers crossed that we don't go over any bumps and lose it. There's over 2 kilometers of bale wrap in that pallet. I don't want it going anywhere. Can you drive IRL? I cannot, Jamie, no. Yeah, it's definitely too dark to be picking up the bales tonight. I'm glad we didn't go for that. When will you play Minecraft again? Next Minecraft stream is going to be on Monday. It's going to be more base building. And probably some more exploration as well. I really want to get mangrove wood, which means we need to find a mangrove swamp. But yeah, like I say, it's probably going to be mostly building. I've finally gotten enchanted tools, so we can start to mine our stone and build the exterior walls of the base. But that's for Monday, if you are interested in seeing Minecraft. You should buy a vintage tractor IRL. I'd love a vintage tractor IRL, to be honest, Riley. If I could have a real vintage tractor, I'd love a Massey Ferguson 140, which is what I had in my previous playthrough. I've always loved that tractor. Okay, the question is though, where am I going to put the pallets? Because I don't really have anywhere earmarked for these. I mean, I suppose we can just put it in the small barn for now. In fact, we could just put it next to these pallets. They don't really need to be anywhere special. It's only one pallet at this moment in time, so we can probably just stick it here. What's the map name, says Michael? It's called Osada, O-S-A-D-A. It's a Polish map. It's on the mod hub and it is crossplay. Okay, down we go. Oh, where am I going to put the handler as well? I didn't think of that either. I guess we can just leave the handler next to the pallets themselves. With cab or not, I'd probably go without cab. I don't like how cabs look on classic tractors. I just don't think it looks very good in most cases. Okay, let's get some sleep. 6 o'clock again. Okay, we're in October. So first thing we're going to do today is obviously get the bales in. That's our top priority. It's already 5:30. Damn, I didn't realise we'd been playing for so long. We'll probably... I don't know if we'll get through the whole of today in-game. Maybe I'll turn up the timescale a bit and we'll see. But I am going to be getting the Sipma Rosmarin for our bales. Yeah, we'll get the grippers, the gripper type. With space in 1. Round bumper. Yeah, I think... Yeah, we'll go with the round bumper. Sipma or Rosmarin stickers. We'll go Sipma. Old hitch type. Main colour red. Design colour yellow. We'll go with that. Buy a Massey 35, please. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Small tractors. We do have a Massey 35 series. Ooh, okay. And it's 22 grand. We can have up to 45 horsepower. So yeah, we could use this. We could get the bale handler on this, I suppose. I want it red, obviously. We'll go maximum power, 35x multi-power. Vredstein tyres, because I like Vredsteins. Standard tyres. No cab, no cage or anything like that. No toolbox. Horizontal exhaust. Yeah, we'll keep the swinging drawbar. Front loader, no. Oh my god, it looks like a frog. License plate will just keep as default. There we go. 33k, not bad, not bad. And it should be powerful enough to handle our new bale loader. Here it is. There's the tractor, there's the bale handler. Nice, and thanks. No problem, Riley. I don't think I've tried this mod before, so it'll be fun to take it for a spin. Oh, the other thing is, here's where we might have a bit of a problem, because again, I would have liked to... I don't know if the bales will get on there with this loader. I don't think they will. I don't think it will reach high enough to get them on to the back of this. Which is a bit of a problem. So we might have to be handling the bales one by one. Which we can do, it'll just be a little bit tedious. There's only 7 of them, so... We'll take them one at a time for now, and then in future we might upgrade to something a bit better. Pronoun she, her, thank you very much, GUP56 for asking. You should do YouTube, says Josh. I don't really know what I'd do on YouTube, to be honest, because I put enough time and effort into TikTok without having to do something else as well. I mean, I guess I could upload my TikTok videos as YouTube Shorts, but I'm happy enough, to be honest, with just TikTok at the moment. Have you tried a game called My Summer Car? I haven't, no, but I know of it and I've seen people play it, and it does seem like a very fun game. Girl, your waist is absolutely snatched. Thank you, Karis. That's genetics, unfortunately. I'm just naturally very thin. Like, unhealthily so, if we're being quite honest. It's not good. Okay, G. No, 4, sorry. Okay, open, and can I not lower? There we go. Back it up a bit. It's awesome, you should try it. Awesome representation of Finnish culture, and it's actually quite hard. I might give it a try. Like I say, I have heard good things about it, and I watched Call Me Kevin play it. Obviously, he's famously not very good at games, so it took him a while. But it was a fun watch. I could definitely check it out. Maybe I could play it on stream. Who knows? We'll see. Thanks for following J1996. Oh, that bale's going. That bale's going. She don't want to be there. I'm gonna have to... Oh no. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. I should have got the spike version instead of the grippers. Loving the setup. Thanks, J1996. I'm very, very happy with it. I'll be very happy in November when I can finally expand it with that ignition key from FS25. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh. It's probably easier to pick up from this angle, to be honest, so it's kind of a blessing, really. How was your EDL march, says Tom Keys. My local EDL march was attended by one single person. It was in the newspapers. They had like a whole demonstration planned, and one person turned up. It was hilarious. It made the news. It was that pathetic. Are you doing any more Lego videos? Yes, at some point. I'm probably going to make one about my Lego Minecraft crafting table that I built in Wednesday's live stream. So keep your eye out for that. This tractor's actually faster than my other two tractors as well, so it's the perfect tractor for doing this this back and forth kind of work. It'd be good if there was a gate just behind this barn so I could just back straight out. Oh, didn't quite open the jaws wide enough there. There we go. Yeah, look at that, 20. God, that's light speed compared to the other two tractors. Not so good on the hills though, but then again, none of them are, if we're being honest. What does AMA mean? Ask me anything. Sorry about that, Harry. I didn't see that comment there. So I think there's three. Yeah, there's 2 more bales in that field, and then there's 3 or 4 in the top field. Yeah, there's only 2 more here. Did you go to college or uni, if you don't mind me asking, and what did you study? I went to Bath Spa University. I studied computer science with a focus in game design. That was between 2017 and 2020, so I graduated right at the start of COVID. Never actually got an official graduation ceremony because of it. Well, technically we did, but it was like 2 years late, and I didn't go to it. Saul, is that your name? Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to lose this one again as well. It really... I should have got it with the spikes, because it really only picks up the bales well when they're standing on the flat side. But they don't stand on the flat side naturally when they get pushed out of the baler. So... yeah, we're going to lose this one as well. Do or would take any hormones? I don't currently take any hormones, no, but I do plan on getting on HRT as soon as I'm in a better financial situation and I can afford to go privately with it. I do intend to like medically transition. We might keep hold of this one actually. But if I want to put it neatly with the other one, I'm going to have to put it down and tip it on its side, so... Finally people are being nice, says H-Bomb. Yeah, it happens. You always get to a point a couple of hours into the stream when all the trolls have given up and stopped watching, and then you actually get a chance to answer the genuine questions from nice people. Okay, is there any way at all that I'm going to be able to tip this on its side? Maybe if I open the jaws really quick while I'm driving. Nope, that did not fix anything. I don't think I'm going to be able to tip it up naturally. I think it was just a fluke that the first one tipped over like that. I think the rest are just going to have to go in sideways. When did you sort of realise you were ready to transition? Well, I came out about 3 years ago. When I came out to my family and friends, I still wasn't quite sure. It was one of those things where I had these feelings, I had my suspicions, and I wanted people to know where I wanted to know where I stood with people, if that makes sense. Like, I wasn't fully out, but I was like, you know, I might be trans, and I want my friends and family to understand what I'm going through. So I kind of told them before it was 100%, and they encouraged me through it. You know, they said, you know, we're here, whatever your decision is, whatever you want to do, we'll be by you. And I sort of I socially transitioned, so, you know, I started living my life day to day as a woman, and I asked the people around me to treat me as a woman, which again is what they call a social transition. That was pretty much straight away. I just started living as a woman straight away, and I liked it, so I kept doing it. And that sort of helped me solidify in my mind that I definitely was trans, that it was the right move, you know what I mean? And then from there, it just sort of, like I say, I just went on to continue living my life like that, day to day, until it became a permanent thing, and now I'm like permanently, like, I live as a woman full time. Which is, it's a very difficult point to reach, to be honest, for trans people, to get to a point where you're comfortable being yourself 24/7. Especially in the early days, there's a lot of, like, you sort of go back into the closet. You know, you have to kind of, everyone you meet, you have to kind of be like, is this the kind of person that I want to tell, or do I, you know, am I going to be safer keeping it a secret from them? But eventually you reach a point where you're like, you know, everyone's going to know. You know, I can't hide it forever. You just kind of have to rip the band-aid off and say, this is it, I'm coming out. If you don't like it, piss off. Which I did, and fortunately, you know, everyone around me did like it. All my family and friends were very, very great about it. I've been very lucky to have been accepted by those around me. It's getting quite dark in real life. It's getting a bit cloudy outside. I'm so used to it being sunny when I stream, because you know, most of my previous streams have been like in the middle of a heat wave. Okay, we're coming up to 20 to 6, so I think we'll probably do the rest of these bales and then call it a day. I'm quite liking this new map and the new playthrough, though. I think we've made some decent progress for our first day, or first couple of days. And I'll be looking forward to playing more of this in a couple of weeks' time. Where are you from? I'm from South Yorkshire, Dylan. Okay, bale number 3 going in. Why are you ignoring my question, says Alan. I haven't seen your questions, Alan. If you're asking questions and they're not appearing in chat, that's because they're being automatically filtered. And if they're being automatically filtered, it's probably because they're not the kind of questions that I want people asking me. But feel free to try and reword your question. How much did the wheel cost? The wheel cost 230 quid. It came in a bundle with the with the side panel and pedals. 230 quid for the whole thing. It's called the Logitech Heavy Equipment Bundle, if you want to look into it for yourself. Thanks for asking, B-Quinn. That's quite expensive. I bet it's worth it though. It is worth it. It's actually one of the cheaper wheels, you know, compared to some of the other pieces that you can get. It's not too bad, but it's definitely worth it. It's paid for itself with the amount of use that I've got out of it. I use it pretty much all the time. I play a lot of Farming Sim, Euro Truck, Snow Runner, those kind of games. So it does get a lot of use, definitely. Okay, we got all the bales in the lower field, so now we just got to get the 4 that are in the top field. I think we'll go for the one that landed in our next door neighbour's field first, which is going to cost us because, again, we got the crop destruction penalty mod on. You can see it there on the left, in next door neighbour's hedge. I need to try and drive on that field as little as possible because we will get charged for it. So if I try and drive up the grass on the other side, maybe. Do you have Instagram? I don't have Instagram, no, Keris. I don't really have any social media apart from TikTok, to be honest. I mean, I've got Facebook, but obviously that's just for keeping in touch with elderly relatives, pretty much. Oh, there's trees in the way. We're going to have to go on the fields. We got no choice. We're going to have to destroy our neighbour's crops. There's the penalty. Oh, God. 34. A bit of a random question, but are you interested in planes? I am not, to be honest. I've never been a plane person. I can't see where the jaws are. Yeah, I always tell people trains, trucks, and tractors. Those are my interests, but not planes. Sorry. I don't actually know if I can get this bale. This is a big problem, guys. Oh, hold on. Oh, we got it. We got it. Sod it. I'm just going to have to go across the field. Who owns this field? Andres Jelen. Sorry, Andres. I'm stuck. Shh. Oh crap. I'm stuck in his field. Chewing up the dirt. He's not going to like me for this. Sorry about that, mate. At least we got a good grip on this one. We've got it by the flat ends, so it's not going to fall out. God, only 10 minutes left of the stream. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get anything else done today. I'll finish off moving the bales, and then we'll wrap things up. Oh. Okay, 4 down, 3 to go. I might hide the UI for a little while, just so you can appreciate the scenery a little bit more. Where is it? Hood off. There we go. There we go. No hoods. Look, oh, beautiful. I really love this map, by the way. The map's Osada, O-S-A-D-A, if you want to check it out for yourself. It's on the Mod Hub and it is crossplay. Absolutely fantastic map. Look at this, gorgeous. I don't think I actually need to go this way. I could have gone right and gone round the bottom of the field. We'll try that on the way back. I don't think there's any AI traffic on this road anyway. Crows. Oh god, look at the weeds now. We'll definitely be weeding it at the start of the next video. Okay, so if I can grab the bale from the flat sides again, then it won't fall out. Can I do it? Back it up. I'm not coming at this from the right angle at all, but we got it. Grab it. Lift it. We're in. Your streams are quite relaxing. Thank you, Alan. That's my big aim, really. I want my streams to be something that people can just join and sit back and take it easy, you know? That's what I've always tried to do. That's why a lot of people, when they join my Minecraft streams and stuff, they say, you know, oh, why is it day 90 and you've only got iron gear, or, you know, why haven't you killed the Ender Dragon yet? And I don't like to rush. I like to play games at my own pace. I like to be nice and slow and chill about it. Which again is what I think people want to see when they join my streams. That's what they come for. So thank you. I'm glad that you're relaxed. Yeah, it's definitely quicker to go by the bottom road. We'll do that for the last 2 bales. And again, we're going to keep hold of these. I mean, we could sell them, but you won't get much money for them. It's probably best if we keep hold of them until we get some animals. Obviously, we got a pig barn there, so maybe we'll go for pigs at some point. They are quite high maintenance, though, so I don't know. I'd prefer to go for sheep again, because they're a lot easier. But then again, you know, it would be nice to try something different. Oh, that one's rolling. It stopped. Okay, 2 more bales. We are nearly there, guys. In terms of next week's streams, I'll just say it now because there's not much else to say. Next week there's going to be no farming sim, nothing on Friday, but there is going to be Euro Truck on Tuesday, so there's going to be Minecraft Monday, Euro Truck Tuesday, and then something else on Thursday. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do Untitled Goose Game, since we still haven't managed to do it this week. There's going to be a couple of videos next week as well. There's actually going to be a piano video coming tomorrow, as well as another one next week, and if things go to plan, there'll be 2 other videos next week as well. But obviously I won't tell you anything about those. Just, you know, keep your eye out if you are interested. One of them is a trans-related topic, which I haven't done for a while. It's been a while since I did a trans-focused video, but there should be one of those coming next week. And as I say, there will be another piano video tomorrow, and then another next week as well. Lots of piano stuff this month. I've learned a few new pieces, especially for you guys. Annie Gaming says, I'm just curious, I'm transgender myself, when did you come out? I have been out for just over 3 years, Annie. Thanks for asking. I came out to my family and friends in July of 2022. No, 2021, sorry. And then I came out publicly in November of that year. That's when I started being myself in public. So yeah, it's been about 3 years. How come you don't want the op? Sorry if too personal. I just don't really think I need it, to be honest, Becky. Every trans person's experience is different, and I think, you know, we've reached a point now where people are starting to understand a little bit more that you know, being like gender's not just a black and white thing. It's not like all or nothing. You're not 100% one thing or 100% the other, and like different trans people will have different goals in mind, like different things that they want out of their transition. For me personally, I don't think that I need surgery. I just don't think it's important to me personally for my journey. I want to take hormones, and I want to, you know, have a sort of more feminine shape. But in terms of what's going on down there, I don't really feel that I need that. You know what I mean? I don't feel that it's something that I need to do to be comfortable with myself. And some trans people do need that. You know, some trans people want and need that for themselves, and that's totally fine. But yeah, it's just everyone's different. Everyone's journey's different. Everyone has a different goal in mind. Like I say, for me personally, I'm not bothered about what's down there, as long as what's up here matches what's in here. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Annie says, I'm coming up to 4 years in November. Congrats, Annie. Okay, we got one more bale, and then we are going to wrap up the stream. We've been going for 3 hours. It's been fun. I've quite enjoyed playing this new map. Definitely had a good time with it. Definitely enjoyed playing with actual classic equipment this time, because last time we just ended up buying modern stuff, which I didn't want to do. But at least with this mod, like, we're forced to use the classic stuff, which is what I wanted. Oh wait, hang on. Lower it first. Then grab. And then raise it again. And there we go. Bale's in a bit wonky, but it should be alright. Always getting into autumn now. You can see the colours on the trees starting to turn. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, we won't be able to do much field work for the next few months. It's going to be... I mean, we can do stone picking and cultivating and stuff. That's probably going to be the main focus. There we go. Should I think we'll leave the actual tool next to the bales, and I'll probably just leave the tractor there for now as well. There we go. So, yeah, we managed to buy 3 new tractors. We got a windrower, a baler, a bale loader, a pallet fork, and then obviously in the barn we've got our combine and our truck. So not a bad start, not a bad first episode in the new map. Let's see what time we're on. 6 o'clock exactly. Perfect. Okay, perfect time to wrap things up then. So, just bear with me a second. I'll switch to my big cam, and I'll just say a couple of words before we finish off for the day. There we go. Okay, so. Wow, those lights are quite bright. So thanks everyone for joining. It's been a good stream. Hope you've enjoyed my first episode in a new farm sim map. Looking forward to this one. Definitely looking forward to experiencing the Through the Years mod. It's been on my radar for a while, and I've just been waiting for the right time to try it out. So we'll definitely continue with that in the coming episodes. Thank you to everyone who's followed today. We've gotten 123 new followers. Very, very good. We're well on our way towards 4K. If you have enjoyed and you want to see more, then please consider following. If you want to support me financially, then please, the best way to do it is through Patreon. Don't buy a subscription here on TikTok. I don't use TikTok subscriptions. They're a little bit shady. I don't like them. If you want to support me financially, then please do it through Patreon. And a quick shout out to Patreons, Cantok and Billy Smith as well. Thank you guys for being members. Again, entirely optional. If you want to do it, then you can. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. But thank you very much all the same for being here. Next video is going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be a piano cover. Next live stream is going to be Minecraft on Monday. And then I'm also going to be streaming Euro Truck on Tuesday. So thank you all once again for joining me. It's been a fun stream. I've quite enjoyed it, as I say. I'm going to go have a nice rest now. Enjoy the rest of my Friday. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday and the weekend as well. And I'll see you again live on Monday. Bye-bye. That was a terrible salute. Please disregard that. I'll just wave instead.